Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a little bit of a different video. I really want to start doing different types of videos, as you've noticed from my last video if you watched that. But today we're doing something a little bit different. I have a couple of announcements to make about the channel going forward, and a couple of videos that are going to be taking place, and stick around to the end of this video because I have a very special announcement for the channel. So, let's get on with it. No sponsorship required. I just frickin' love Monster, baby. Although the Pacific Punch is definitely my favorite. I feel like if you're a YouTuber, you're either addicted to either energy drinks or coffee, and I'm not a massive fan of coffee, so yeah, whatever. So today, I really just want to announce a couple of things. First things first, I want to announce a couple of differences in the channel. Do not worry, we're still going to be doing our standard animated film reviews. If something is animated, then obviously I'm going to be there. That's usually the whole point of this channel. But one thing I do want to say is, if you probably already know, I am going to be announcing that I want to be starting some video game type reviews, as long as they're Disney, Pixar, animated, sort of, you know, related to that in some form. So, what voted on a poll, literally about a month ago. So on this poll, we had a 3 list of games. We had Mickey Mouse Adventures, Toy Story 2, and Hercules, and Toy Story 2 won it by quite a significant amount, and so that is going to be an upcoming video. I'm just going to be sort of playing the game and giving a basic review. I'm not a video game reviewer, but I really kind of want to do different types of content and have a bit of fun just playing a really, you know, classically old video game that I personally have played. I remember it. I have fond memories of that game, and so I'm sort of just looking forward to just diving back into that and having a bit of fun, and you guys get to see a little bit more of me, a little bit more of my personality. I want to make more fun stuff and more interesting stuff, so that will be a upcoming video coming very shortly. Another video I'm going to be working on is I'm going to have one of my best friends ever around, and we are just going to be reacting to really old Disney films. The idea is hopefully to watch things like Steamboat Willie, Three Little Pigs, these sort of old school Disney films, and hopefully we'll have some funny stuff to say about it, because that'll hopefully be fun, so make sure you look forward to that. One thing that also has come out, of course, is Mufasa has finally been released on Disney+. If you guys saw my video a while ago when it was first coming out, I stated that I wasn't going to see that video in cinemas because I really don't support it. I know I don't really support any of the live-action remakes. The Snow White one was the only one I went to see purely just out of curiosity, whereas Mufasa, it's like, whether that film was good, I mean, I've heard it's not. Let's be honest. I've not heard the best reviews, let's say that. But even if that film was good, I'm not going to support a film like that, whereas Snow White, like I said, kind of curiosity at least piqued my interest, and to get a good, well, certainly an entertaining review out of that anyway. But also, if you have been following me for a while, I apologize, this has taken a little bit of time. We have a little Q&A session with myself. I asked a few of my people who have subscribed to give me questions for this video, and I'm just gonna answer them on screen, and again, you guys can sort of get to know me, and we can have a bit of fun with this. So my first question is from Baby Giraffe 53. Shout out to you, mate. You're on the Discord group, I believe. How important is the animation quality in a film? Could the movie be amazing and still look horrible? Good question. I'd say animation is important, but it's not the most important thing. But you still have to put a bit of artistic value into it. You look at something like The Wild Robot, that film is visually stunning, but it's also, yes, it's got the story to back it up. Illumination is something that I just can't get behind. I haven't seen any of the Despicable Me movies. I've seen clips, and I have heard that it's an okay film, and it's pretty, well, I say that, I've heard it's actually pretty good, but I just can't get behind that animation. I find it really jarring, I find it really childish, and I think that's my point, is that while the animation isn't necessarily the most important thing, I think by going for a childish style of animation, then you're just saying your animation is for kids, and that animation is just for kids, and as we all know, that's just not the case. You know, animation is a form of media, and it can be incredibly mature and incredibly beautiful. And so, it's kind of an in-between one. It depends on who you are and what the company is. You know, DreamWorks have made some stuff that is clearly very much for kids and very silly, and then they've got things like Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon, which are incredibly mature, so it's kind of in the middle, I would say. Hope that answers your question. The next question is from Little T3649. What is one story you wish to see animated one day? Good question. Very good question. I might be showing my age here, but one of my absolute favorite shows is an old TV show called Firefly. It was a Joss Whedon show. It came out, I think, like just before Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It lasted for one season, and it is known as literally one of the biggest things that Fox ever did. They cancelled it after one season. It's known as being spectacular, which it is. I highly recommend it. It's on Disney+. It's incredible. It's cowboys in space. It's got Nathan Fillion in it. It's really, really funny. It's so good. And there was a teaser a while ago that there was the possibility that Firefly could either be getting a reboot, and one of those reboots was a animation film. I still don't think it's going forward. It was very much just a rumor, but I remember someone did post like a mock-up of what they would like to see. I think I'll post it on screen for you now, and it did look absolutely brilliant, and I thought that's a cool idea because unfortunately one of the main actors from the cast has Ron Glass. He has passed away, and so it would be very difficult to carry on without him, but I think like animation being a different form would make a huge difference. So that's something I would really love to see animated, because that's a show that needs to come back, and in animation form would look sick. Good lord, this name. John Minguntaveros 6275. I'm probably killing that. But I'll call you John. Hey, John. What's a really famous animated movie that you secretly hate? I mean, that defeats the point of a secret, right? I don't think I have any movies that I hate, necessarily. There's films I don't like. You know, I've said, like, Coco isn't for me. Like, that's a big hot take. Coco isn't massively for me. I have, like, the opposite, where it's like, I love The Good Dinosaur. Oh, what am I talking about? Shrek. I think Shrek is one of the most overhyped franchises and films ever. For the record, I think the second one is brilliant. I've got a review on that. Shrek 2 is so brilliant, so funny. It still holds up today. But I think Shrek 1 is really outdated. I think its story is a little bit... It's kind of all over the place. I think by the end it becomes a story about Fiona, and I wanted a bit more of a story about Shrek and him as a person. You can go watch my review on that. I explain it all there. So I think Shrek is one of the most overhyped films ever, and I'm really not looking forward to Shrek 5 at all. The next question is from my buddy Nostalgiad. Shout out to him. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. He's actually really good. He's doing some great videos on there, and he's been doing really well recently. And also, I need to do a collab with you, buddy. I keep meaning to message you. I just need to think of a film that we can do together, but that'll be coming shortly. But he's given me two questions. First one is custard creams or bourbons? Custard creams. I'm a vanilla type boy. His next question is, what's your favorite decade for animated movies? My favorite decade is definitely... I can't remember what they call it. It's the experimental era. So it was from 1999 to 2008. And the reason I like this is not because... Like, don't get me wrong, there are two of my favorite films on there, which is Treasure Planet and Atlantis. But there's a lot of films on there that were really not great. There was Chicken Little and... what's that farm Disney... That farm film? What's it called? I need to do a review on it because I've heard shocking things. It really fell under my radar. But the reason I really like that era is because it was the experimental era. And I think while there were a lot of films on that list that, you know, didn't do well for Disney, it's something they need to go back to doing. I think experimenting with your films is something that Disney definitely need to start doing. Even with their animation, you know, their animation, yes, has continued to get better, but they need to be having more fun with it and being more artistic. You know, I look at The Wild Robot and I think, wow, that's doing something so monumentally different, and I think Disney need to start being more experimental, get rid of these sequels, get rid of these remakes, and just, you know, do fresh and different things, you know, just to try to see if it works. They've got the frickin' money for it. So, yeah, that's kind of my favorite sort of decade is that time. Plus, I grew up with the film Dinosaur, which is, again, easily underrated movie. So yeah, that's that. And finally, we have the last question. This is from my best buddy. This is, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, bud. You need to email me because I really want to chat more with you. I would really love to, because this guy is always commenting on my videos. You're my absolute favorite whenever I see a comment from you, man. But Ollie Celine, I hope I'm saying that correctly, buddy. Again, email me because I'd love to chat more with you because you're just awesome. Have you done a video review of Transformers 1? If not, maybe could you? I haven't. I'm not going to lie. I haven't seen Transformers 1. It very much kind of fell under my radar. Transformers isn't as huge in the UK. It's still here, do not get me wrong, but it's not massive. I was never a massive Transformers guy growing up. I was way more into things like Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. So it's the same with like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. I think that came out recently, a newish film that was animated. Again, like I never watched those films, so going in to watch them, like I've people who are obviously massive fans of Transformers, they've loved that film. I've heard really great things about it, but I'm just not a massive Transformers guy. Literally, I know nothing about Transformers aside from Optimus Prime, and the guy who voices Optimus Prime is the same guy who voices Mario, I think, or he voices somebody. Someone else really famous. So yeah, that's kind of my thing with Transformers, is what I'd say. Okay, so announcement time. Drum roll, please. If you want my face on a t-shirt or a hoodie, then you're in luck, because we are officially doing merch for the channel. I'm doing mine through T-Mill, which is just a really simple company. I'm going to be doing mugs, t-shirts, a hoodie, and a long sleeve t-shirt. I will put pictures on screen now of probably might not be the final product, but I'm just sort of working out those kinks, but you can sort of get the picture and the idea. If you guys think you want anything very specific or something very different, please let me know in the comment section. But for now, this is kind of what the base is going to be. Please understand that the prices of these, I am making barely any money off these. I really wanted to keep them as cheap as possible, which I really have. I'm literally making like £2 off of every purchase because I don't like the idea of you guys, spending £40 on a t-shirt, which is just kind of ridiculous until I obviously move up in the world and get probably a better supplier and do it through a different way and such. But I really wanted to keep things nice and simple, nice and cheap. And so the prices so far is that it's going to be £10 for a mug, it's going to be £20 for a t-shirt, £45 for a hoodie, and £22 for a long sleeve t-shirt. Those are the men's anyway. I think the women's, as far as I know, are pretty much basically the same, which I think they are. Yeah, so if you guys are interested in doing that, make sure you are watching this space because that is going to be coming very, very soon. I've sort of teased it on my Instagram a few times, and some people have said they're a little bit interested, so hopefully that is going to be coming to the channel very, very soon. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and also join the Discord page as well. You can talk to me personally. I'm obviously on there, and yeah, thank you so much for watching me, guys, and we'll see you all in the next one.